today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. Complete. 3 yards remain for second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Okay, here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Left side to Lamb. Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take it in at the 3.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Play action now. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throws this one right side to Pascal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Room here to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, Cousins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They'll bring break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Folks' kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start in the Northeast. An NFC East battle and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give left side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. Complete, Smith has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Elliott is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
This is caught. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Garibay on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A first down throw for Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they open the lead up now to 25. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
Finding room at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 54 yards.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, and deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hope they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's unfortunately more